Okay, folks, it's been quite a while since I've posted a new video. Honestly, I've been a little busy with work and have trying to slow down my collecting as the end of the baseball season draws to a close. I'm also trying to refocus really what I'm going to start focusing on collecting. And so anyway, with that, I just have not had any new material really or anything that interesting to share. But I do have a few things. I'll be posting a couple of new videos here soon. I've been adding some gold cup cards to my collection. I want to share some of that. But more importantly now, I received my shipment from Tag back. So I had a few cards that I had sent to PSA. I was shocked at the low grades, but then I also had a chance to peel them open, take a closer look. Let me zoom in here quickly. So one of the cards was the Michael Jordan 91 Upper Deck. It had received a 6 from PSA. The Griffey received a 4. After that, I actually sent that Griffey to SGC and got a 5. So obviously there's something on those cards that I had missed, and I was curious. And then Tag, who has a very comprehensive grading scale, had an opening to send a few cards, and they now do 1989 and older. And so I got pretty excited and said, you know what, let's send this in and see, are we still bashing PSA, or do I have a empty apology to give them? Man, this sucker is taped funny, so let me try to get into here. So this is a blind reveal of my very first Tag submission. All right, wrapped tightly. It is a nice package. My invoice, information on how to read the grading scale, all that business. Tag does go all out when it comes to their packaging material, so that's refreshing. All right, guys, let's start cracking this thing. All right, I just had 4 cards. Looks like they sent me this great bracelet, Trust and Transparency. So I will tell everybody, just to set expectations, I got a cool sticker from Tag as well. Just to set expectations, so a couple of these cards I expect to get 9s or 10s. The Jordan and the Griffey, when I was resubmitting those, I could see what I believe are called roller marks on those cards, where you can see a crease that looks like it was from the factory. Not necessarily a traditional crease in terms of, like, you know, folding the card or whatever. But anyway, so I'm not expecting those to grade that much higher, I'll be honest with you. But I am curious to see what the report is and go online, and you guys can scan the QR codes and figure it out for yourself. So, all right, we are going to start with what I consider the big one. So I just happened to open it. It is the Griffey. See if you can see that here. It is the Griffey. So let's see what it got. And I can see the grade here, and I'm not that surprised, honestly, but let's see. Okay, so I think as everyone has seen on this card that I've shared, corners extremely sharp, centering is almost perfect. I don't see any visible defects. There's no scratches. Look at the back. There was one little issue with that hologram, which everyone told me that hologram does not deduct that extreme. And so Tag gave me a 554, which is a 5.5 grade, which is an excellent. And so there's clearly whatever it was that I found, they found as well. I don't know if you can see anything with this angle, but anyway, so I am going to, here's that QR code. If you're able to scan that from this video, cool. But I am going to pull up that report later, and I'll see what they found. But look, I'm not surprised, and I will say I have to kind of apologize to the folks at PSA and SGC, because look, the computer showed what the human eye saw as well. And so, yeah, I'll eat my words a little bit. And I will say 4 seems to be a little extreme on that Griffey, and it seems like that was a bit of a dick move on PSA's part. But anyway, all right, now we've got the Heritage, or I'm sorry, it's Top Archives, Shohei Ohtani rookie card. This is a card that I just really like the design of. I like it. It's not extremely rare or anything like that, but I just like the card. So I thought, you know what, let's send in a newer card and see how that rates. And that got 958, which I believe is a 10. So we got a Gem Mint 10 on that Shohei. And I know Shohei obviously has some shoulder surgery, but he's got a long career still ahead of him. So I'm not too worried. And it's exciting to see a 10 on that Shohei. All right, let's see what we got coming up next. Okay, I'm gonna do the Jordan last. I did see that was the Jordan when I ripped it open. The other card I submitted was a 2022 Elly DeLa Cruz. This was a mojo refractor. It is his first Bowman, and I picked this thing up on eBay, if I remember right. And I thought it looked fine, right? I don't really know how to measure the centering on these cards because there's no border on this side, and they're kind of weird, so I didn't really know exactly what to expect, but it should be an 8 or 9. 598 is equivalent to that Griffey, a 5.5. So that is a bit of a kick in the teeth. And I'm wondering, look at that line that goes through right here, like that big print line. I'm guessing that's the issue. That is one of the problems you have when buying on eBay. They're not going to show you. There's another one. They're not going to show you these defects. I don't know if that's the problem or if that goes with the card. The back of it does look like it could be off-center, though, so maybe there's centering issues. I don't know. Anyway, the fun thing is, even though this sucks, it's not the number I was looking for. At least I get to go pull that up, and here I'm going to put that up here again, so if you're interested, you can go pull that report. See what we got. All right, and then lastly, here is the 91 Upper Deck Jordan Baseball. This is the one that received a 6 from PSA. And so let's see what our friends at Tag saw through their computerized lens. And again, when I repackaged this, I thought I could see a roller mark. You can actually see it right there in that angle. It goes right off of his belt, right up through the middle there. I did not see that with my loop the first time, and they gave me a 614, which is a 6. So, guys, all I've got to say is, I'm sorry, PSA. You obviously know what you're doing. You guys have been doing it a while. I feel like a bit of a heel because I was trashing them so much, and now I say, guys, they're giving you the grades you deserve for the most part. The computer has obviously found something on this Jordan, and so I will be pulling that report as well. There's that QR if you want to try to scan that. 6, excellent mint. Again, this was more of an experiment than it was anything else. It definitely was not an investment. I know I'd already thrown good money over bad on this Griffey, which is worth next to nothing. But I'm going to hang on to it. It's got sentimental value at this point. I think it's funny. I did get a 10 on that Shohei, so that was exciting. And I'll be using Tag in the future. I like their service. I like their turnaround time. They were a little later than the 20 days I was promised, but I do like the service, and hopefully I can get in on one of those drops where I can also get it for the $14 price. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'd love to see your comments below. You can call me names if you like. I don't mind. I think it's entertaining. So again, thanks for watching. And if you have not already, hit the subscribe. Thanks.